right, guys, welcome back to Anthony Unscripted here. It's been a really interesting week in NFL for Arizona Cardinal fans. And I really want to talk about in this video why no top coaches want the Arizona Cardinals job. Let's get into it. Why no top coach wants this Arizona Cardinals head coaching vacancy job right now. Let's get into it. Let's go. All right, if you're not done yet, please click and subscribe to the channel. And let's talk about this real quick here. So, Arizona Cardinals. I'm a Cardinal fan, do or die. I'm from the Valley. I don't live there anymore. I used to live there, but I follow the Cardinals. And what has been frustrating for me, seeing this organization that is fluttering around the NFL, has glimpses of hope, but can't nail it down. They cannot be consistent in what they produce and the product they produce on the field. Now, Bill Will said it himself in the conference last week that it comes down to wins and losses. Well, sir, you need to take a little responsibility for yourself if you're going to talk about wins and losses. So, and I want to talk about this one, why no one wants to touch us. We're like a plague right now. And what's bad about it is we have 5 coaches I'm reading here. So let's talk about the 5 candidates we have right now for the Cardinal job and talk about why we can't nail high-profile talent as far as coaching. Let's go. All right, so we have Arizona Cardinals is coaching. Arizona Cardinals has 5 candidates right now. Vance Joseph seems to be top of that list right now. Long NFL record as a defensive coordinator. We all know he was part of that team with regime with Cliff Kingsbury. He had some success in Arizona in his position. So he left there on good terms. He wasn't fired. He went on to greener pastures. So we have Vance Joseph. Robert Saleh, we all know about who he is with the Jets. He's now doing great with the Niners as a DC over there, defensive coordinator. Anthony Weaver, I don't know much about Anthony Weaver, but it says Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator brings defensive experience. Yes, we need to definitely work on the defense there with the Cardinals. So he might be a good fit for another DC position, but make this guy head coach, I don't know about that. Clint Kubiak, Seahawks OC. I think he might be a good fit. Again, you know, we're bringing in people who don't have head coaching experience, and then you kind of wonder. And then there is Raheem Morris. I don't know much about Raheem Morris. He's a former Falcons head coach. Again, why is he not still the head coach? Again, you were setting these guys up to fail. Again, I don't think it's a good move. And Jeff Hafley, defensive coordinator for the Packers. You know who I don't see? Yeah, John Harbaugh. We cannot secure top talent. This is going to be a hot effing mess if they hire any of these fools in a position of a head coach. And I just look at all this stuff, man, and it's like, what is going on? What's happening here with the Cardinals? And let's start from the top. Vance Joseph, God bless him. I don't know a ton about the man. I know he's with the Cardinals organization for a while. I think he's a good guy, but can he lead? And I believe, let me look here. So listen, Vance Joseph, which is their number 1 guy out there right now, he had his shot, first African-American coach. I love that. So give the guy his flowers. So give the man his flowers. I think that's great. But I'm reading here, he only had 2 seasons, and they weren't even winning seasons. So Cardinals, what are you doing? Bidwell, what are you doing? You can fly a plane. You can fly a commercial jet. Right? You can fly a commercial jet over Camelback Mountain, landing in Scottsdale Park, but you cannot invest that same discipline to manage a football team. I think that's crazy. That's rich man problems, right? You're going to hire Vance Joseph? It says here on Wikipedia, this dude had 2 losing seasons. 2 losing seasons. He wasn't even a winner, bruh. He wasn't even a winner. What are you doing? The Cardinals are wasting their time. This goes back to really, and I don't want to swear on this channel, crappy decision making by the Cardinals. You're going to hire Vance Joseph. What? Because he's in good with he left on good graces with Bidwell? He's a friend of the family? He's a friend of the organization. And by the way, guys, if you're finding value in this video, please stop right now, hit that like button, and subscribe. Especially the like button. That helps us get this out to more people. But I think this is going to be a bad decision, man. I don't feel... This is just weird. Arizona Cardinals. Don't hire Vance Joseph. And a great guy. But this is going to be a mess. If he couldn't turn it around in Denver, what in the world is it going to be for this guy to turn it around? Now, he was fired by them, joins the Arizona Cardinals in 2019. Okay. And then he got his second chance, it looks like. So it says Broncos rehired Joseph as their DC, which I think is cool. I think it's, let me just look at this real quick NFL-wise, the fact that he gets fired by the Broncos as head coach, goes to the Arizona Cardinals for a few seasons, then they bring him back, and that says a lot. That would be like Bidwell hiring Cliff Kingsbury to come back and be the offensive coordinator, right? Stranger things have happened, right? That wouldn't be a bad idea. But I think that's cool. But it's just not going to be a good fit. This guy can't run an NFL team. And I'll leave it at that. I think he's just not there. So, what are other coaches? That's Vance Joseph. Let's see who else we can talk about real quick here, because I'm just curious. Robert Saleh in the building. Guys, again, he's not a good pick. He's not a good pick. These guys have not shown themselves worthy. They have not shown they could run an NFL team. He had all the... So what? Look what... Is it Kyle Shanahan? Mike Shanahan? I don't know. Shanahan brothers over there. But the head coach of the Niners, they're winning through adversity. That's a sign of a good coach. You can win through adversity. They lost half their team to injuries and nonsense, and they're in the playoffs right now hunting for a Super Bowl championship. Would it be cool for them to play? I think Super Bowl is going to be it's going to be there, right? In Santa Clarita, and Super Bowl. I'm just going to look real quick here. 2026. Yeah, it's at Levi Stadium. So, listen. How cool would it be for the Niners to play in their own territory, their own field? I think that would be awesome. That would be awesome. You know, it's okay. I have my glasses on. I was looking at I'm on StubHub, and I thought the tickets were $12. That's $12,000, and nosebleeds at $9,000. Okay, I won't be going to this game with my son because there's no way we're going to get tickets for $7,000. That's way too much money. Is this for two tickets? Oh, that's for two. That's still a lot of money. My goodness. So yeah, I think that's going to be a bad hire if they hire Saleh. I don't think that will be wise. You've not proven yourself in the Jets. Why in the world are you even interviewing for the Arizona Cardinals job? Again, just poor decision, poor stuff from the Arizona Cardinals. The way they approach things is just not the way it should be. Let's go down the list here. Deep dive. Anthony Weaver. I don't know a lot about Anthony Weaver. I've heard his name just because he's one of the candidates for the coaching job for the Cardinals. DC coordinator. I don't know their defense over there at the Dolphins. But again, these would be people you should hire for non-head coaching opportunities, not head coaches. Coaching. It's crazy. So that would be, I don't know about that one. Clint Kubiak, heard his name, the OC from the Seahawks. The Seahawks have done really good. I think he would be a good offensive mind for the Cardinals. Again, make a lateral move. Offer him a good salary. Give him the Cardinal. Make him a Cardinal OC. Make him a Cardinal OC. Right? Like, why fool around with this nonsense? Fire Drew Petzing. Fire this dude. And get McDaniels in there. Get, these guys in here. Right? Get a Clint Kubiak. It could be an offensive guru mind. Or, I'm going to throw a name out. We just brought him up. This sounds completely crazy. Completely crazy. Bring in Cliff Kingsbury. Bring him back. Welcome him back in the fold. The prodigal son comes home. Bidwell, you fired the guy. Bring him back and say, listen, we think you'd be a great offensive coordinator. You already know the program. You already know the scheme. You know the lay of the land here in Phoenix with the organization. Come here, right? Pay you a lot of money. And I don't know how it works. I think they're still paying his salary. But bring him back as an OC. How great would that be for Cliff Kingsbury? He loved the Valley. And there would be no pressure on him to put, like, the whole team would be on his shoulders. He could sit back, right, and his Lululemon, like, pants and his little pullover he gets from the Cardinals, and he can chill. And just be an offensive guru genius like he is, make a nice paycheck, and do that, and not worry about, in the day, if the whole team's on his shoulders. That's a thought. But we'll see. Thomas Brown. I don't know a lot about Thomas Brown. Patriots passing game coordinator. Oh, man. What are we doing? You're going to hire a passing game coordinator to be your head coach? Why are you even interviewing this guy? Like, what planet are you on? What planet? One of my subscribers, or someone commented in the videos, I don't think he subscribed, but he just commented and said this morning or yesterday, like, hey, they should have fired Monty Austin for it. And I agree with this man. Clean house. And I think Monty was close to being fired, but I think, it was positioned. I'm sure Monty was positioning himself not to get fired, because like any business you are in, I've been in business world. And I've been a manager. I've been a GM of not football, but of different business avenues in life and different careers. But you're not going to. Monty's not going to go down for. He's not going to throw himself under the bus for Jonathan Gannon, right? So I'm sure he made it seem like, this coach is him, and I'm sure Monty fought for his job, and that's why he was there in that press conference. But just like my one of the comments I got on my channel was, Bidwell should have fired Monty too. Should have cleaned house. If you guys agree with that, put in the comments. Love to hear your thoughts. If you're an AZ Cardinal fan, do you believe that Bidwell should have cleaned house and fired Monty as well? Like, why not? Can I be honest with you? We know that Monty Ossenfort is not the answer. We know he's not good. We know this. Let's stop kidding ourselves. He's in the sidelines in that dumb little jacket, looking up at the. Why does every GM picture on like the internet or whatever? It's always a picture of it's Steve Keim or it's the GM look, and it's always Arizona Cardinals that look in that stupid ass look. It's a look like Steve Keim or Monty Ossenfort. They're like, it's a picture of them looking up in the sky, and they're on the field, and they're like in a dumbass suit, looking very stoic. It's just so stupid. I don't know. It's just dumb. Drop the comments if you agree with me or not. I don't know. Let's keep going down the list here and see what we got here. So I just think that's going to be a bad move. Passing game coordinator. I don't know what the heck that even is. What's a passing game coordinator? It sounds like you're just a glorified ball boy, right? Come on, man. This is so wrong and cringe. They just don't know what they're doing there in the desert. Matt Nagy, Chiefs offensive coordinator. This gets me excited a little bit because I think you have a coordinator. Now, you're talking about the Chiefs, a winning Super Bowl team and if I dare say dynasty in the NFL. I mean, this year they didn't make the playoffs, but I mean, listen, the Chiefs have proven themselves year after year after year. I would love to see someone coming from a winning team. That makes sense. That's a good interview. You're going to take a dynasty OC who is mastermind that organization to be a winning team with Mahomes, with Kelsey, with Andy Reid, and bring him into your organization and let him influence and change the culture and turn that to a winning organization. I'm excited about that. Matt Nagy, I'm excited about that. That's a sound pick. That's a sound interview. That is good. That's not reaching for straws. These guys are reaching for straws. So I applaud the Cardinals organization for making that interview choice. If they can't get John Harbaugh, and John Harbaugh's not going to come to the Cardinals. Like, Bill's going to have to sell one of his planes. It ain't going to work, right? And he's not going to want to come to the crappy-ass Cardinals, right? I heard a news guy, I was watching one of the news, ESPN News morning shows, and this guy, I know it was Swagoo or someone said that if Harbaugh came to Arizona, there's no pressure. I disagree. There's a lot of damn pressure because he's a winning coach. He has everything to lose. His reputation, you believe that? We get John Harbaugh, and after 3 winning seasons, they just suck. He can turn around. When are we going to realize that it's Michael Bidwell? We're going to realize it is the fish that rots from the head down. We're going to realize that it's not the players or the draft picks. When is Bidwell, Mr. Bidwell, I'm talking to you, when are you going to accept responsibility and accountability for your team that your dad passed down to you? When are you going to turn it around? So I think John Harbaugh would have everything to lose. He comes here, he can't turn it around. The pressure is day one. He steps in the building. These guys suck it up, don't win. We've got problems. Harbaugh's not going to look like a punk. He's not going to go out like that. He'll never coach again if he comes to the Cardinals and they suck. Or he could turn it around. So I think he'll stay away from the Cardinals. I guarantee that. And I think the Cardinals know it. I just know. I feel they've reached out. And I know that Harbaugh's not taking interviews right now. He's kind of laying low. Right? And he hasn't even, like I said earlier, he has not said he wants to coach. This guy has millions in the bank. He's 63, right? Do I really want to keep coaching? Or do I want to go out on top? You know, got fired, but still, he's a good coach. Go out on top, count my millions, and relax. See my mom and dad. I saw the documentary about him and his dad, and really good family. He's a family man. He's a good upbringing. Like, chill. Go coach a high school football team. Go do what your brother did. Go to a Division I program that needs some help. And turn them around and go to a Power 5 school and win a national championship. Like, you are a leader of men. You're a good mentor of people. You imagine mentoring young college men, even if those guys, because I play college football, even though those guys don't end up going to the NFL, which a lot of them don't, the mentorship that he can impart on these young men to be good husbands and fathers and good leaders in society, that is the bigger picture of college football, right? I've been there. The things they instill with you is just not football skills, because there's only 3 or 4% that go. The rest of these guys will graduate with a degree, which is awesome, from a Division I school and go out in the business world and life. And so if they're going to go into the marketplace, you need someone who's going to help you get there. So for John Harbaugh, I would say, man, if you want to do that, take a Division I coaching job and just impart and instill character. Go win a national championship. But the Cardinals not going to get him. They're not going to get him. Raheem Morris, I haven't heard of this dude. He's a former head coach of the Falcons, who didn't do too well. Let me look at him real quick as we're talking here. Not a bad dude. I think he'd be all right. I get a good feeling. He wasn't horrible. I mean, 8-9 seasons is not bad. But again, if you couldn't pull it long term, what things you're going to make it in the Cardinals? This is a messed up organization. Needs a lot of work. Jeff Hadley, Packers went to DC. I don't know enough about him. Packers just lost in the playoffs, I believe. So those are the names that we're looking at right now. I think people are staying away from the Cardinals. We are a liability. Nobody wants to coach. I of all the names I'm looking at here that I'm looking at that would be a good fit, would be Matt Nagy, then followed by Clint Kubiak, followed by Robert Saleh. I think you got, I don't know, Nagy stands out because he's proved himself over there with the Chiefs. So again, this is just a mess. And like, I don't know about this team. This is so interesting. And it's funny, nobody wants to touch us, right? We can't get top talent. We already screwed ourselves. The Cardinals have screwed themselves. They screwed the pooch. They can't get top talent. This is going to be an interesting one to watch, guys. Stay close to the channel. We're going to have more news, more breaking news, and we're going to deep dive, continue to talk about the Arizona Cardinals here on Anthony Unscripted. If you've not done yet, please click and subscribe to the channel. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this whole coaching fiasco in Arizona. Drop in the comments below. Peace.